Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Monday, July 1st. We're in the second half of the year already. How did this happen? Everybody says it, but really, how did it happen? We are here to look at the new releases being set into the wild this week, and every day of this week we look at a different genre. Today, Monday, we are looking at cozy mysteries. Quick announcements. It's Monday. I don't do sprints on Mondays, so that is on somebody else's channel. Could be storms. I've not checked or seen, and don't know with a holiday week what people are actually doing. I am doing sprints this week on Tuesday evening and Thursday evening, July 4th. July 4th, we're going to start a couple hours early. And then also, I do them on Saturday afternoons. So Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Saturday afternoon for sprints. Morning show wise, tomorrow we'll be looking at mysteries and thrillers, Wednesdays, romance, etc. All right, let us jump in. Hope you had a good weekend. I read a very good book, Empire of Shadows. Gave it 4.5 to 5 stars, maybe 4.75. Really, really liked it. If you're looking for a book that is like a combination of the movies The Mummy, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Romancing the Stone, that is it. Second book comes out in October. All right, let's jump in. So these are cozy mysteries. Date with Justice by Julia Chapman, ninth in the Dales Detective series. The Dales Detective Agency is on the brink of closure. Samson O'Brien has returned to his position as an undercover operative for the Met in London, and his relationship with Delilah is under pressure. Their troubles are only multiplied when an ecologist is found dead, and the finger of blame is pointed firmly at Delilah's older brother, Will Metcalf. It seems an open and shut case. An argument over an ecology report for planning permission which got out of hand, and Will known to have a hot temper. But Delilah won't accept he's guilty, and neither will Samson. Dropping everything, he returns to Bruncliffe to help prove Will's innocence. But as the two detectives start digging, they unearth more than they bargained for, and soon realize that the price of justice, can be very costly indeed. David Rosenfeld has a new one. 29th in series. I remember when that first came out. Good morning, Mary. Happy Monday and July. We are off and running into the month of July. Summer is flying by. It is. It's just crazy. We were just complaining about how cold it is. Now we're complaining how hot, and very soon we'll be complaining about how cold it is again. This is called Dog Day Afternoon. Retired lawyer Andy Carpenter has run the Terra Foundation, the dog rescue organization named after his beloved golden retriever for years. It's always been his calling, even as Andy's pulled into representing clients in court. His investigator, Marcus Clark, has been at Andy's side for a long time. Even though they've known each other for years, Marcus keeps his personal life a mystery. So it's a shock when Marcus arrives at the Terra Foundation with two strangers in tow. Turns out Marcus takes a disadvantaged young men under his wing, gets them jobs, a place to live, and a chance at a different life. And they want a dog. Andy's specialty. One of the young men, Nick Williams, instantly falls in love with one of the dogs, Daisy. When there's a mass shooting at Nick's work, leaving 6 dead, all signs point to Nick. Marcus, who's never asked Andy for anything, asked Andy for help. Despite Nick's troubled background, Andy trusts his friend and takes the case. Like I say, I remember reading those when they first came out, and once again I fell away, and it's just shocking to see, oh, now there's 29 of them. What? I'm not that old. How did this happen? I didn't approve. Hi, Hermione. How you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Hooked on a Feeling, a Happy Hookers Crochet Club book number 2. Would you be able to use a hard bag of brown sugar as a self-defense weapon? Anything could be a weapon. When Breezy finds a mysterious riddle that was stuck in a hidden compartment beneath her beloved round table, she enlists creative help to figure out what it means, not knowing where it will lead. Impeding her path, new ghosts pop in to visit, warn, and threaten her. Meanwhile, her brother's hot detective partner ends up temporarily staying in her basement and needs Breezy's help with a troubled ghost. Breezy also meets a gangster ghost who left something hidden on her property, and he won't stop until he gets it back. In the meantime, she has a mole in her immediate ghost community and has to figure out who it is and how to deal with them. I thought this was going to be about crocheting. It's all about ghosts. Now, this one is on my radar as I'm pretty sure I'm going to read this. The Women of Wintons by Donna Mumma. Mumma? Get swept away to the glamour of the 1950s department store where four women's loyalties, vanity, friendship, and detective skills are put to the test. Audrey Pennault once led a glamorous life as a model, but now works as devoted secretary to Mr. Winton. To her fellow employees, she's too vain and uppity. Mary Jo Johnson, a wife and mother, longs to find her worth in the cosmetics department, but it may take a while for the shy housewife to discover her voice. Vivian Sheffield owns and runs the bridal salon within Winton's. She is proud of her accomplishments and won't let anyone take them away. Gigi Woodward dislikes her job as waitress in the store's lunchroom, but she's determined not to let her secret shortcomings cause her to lose the position. These four women have much to dislike about each other, but they unanimously agree that Mr. Winton is the best of employers and must be protected at all costs from someone who seems determined to see him gone for good. When other employee deaths occur, can the women band together to solve the murders, or will they discover it is one of their own bent on destroying Wintons from within? Excuse me, I think that just sounds cute. Veronica Healy has a new one. 17th in series. Good for her. The front came through yesterday and this morning is delightful. Oh, at least right now. Yesterday the heat index was 108. So everything is relief, it seems. Absolutely. Oh, that is just too much. The restoration of a stately home takes a deadly turn. No one has been more surprised than Julian to find he was the heir to Marston Hall, a stately home in the home counties. His hitherto unknown relatives had done their best to ensure he didn't live to inherit, but with his ill-wishers in jail, Julian and his wife Polly celebrated the birth of their son and heir and set about the uphill task of restoring the neglected Tudor mansion to its former glory. The abbot is called in when yet another attempt is made on Julian's life, and the corpse of a woman is found in the stables at the hall. Could the relatives who targeted Julian before be behind this murder? And what is the link between the dead woman and the Marston Lang family? Something wicked is afoot at Marston Hall, and B is determined to get to the bottom of it. Wendy Corsi Staub has a new one. 6th in the Lilydale series. Do you believe in spirits? A series of strange happenings force Valley View guest house manager and skeptic Bella Jordan to question her beliefs. After attending a family wedding in Chicago, young widow Bella Jordan is returning to the guest house she runs in Lilydale, the quirky upstate New York lakeside village famous for its spiritual mediums, when she catches a glimpse of the impossible at the airport, her late husband Sam. A former science teacher, Bella is grounded in facts and logic. She doesn't believe in ghosts. But even when she's back home with the competing distractions of her quirky guests, small son Max, resident pet cats, and a very unexpected litter of puppies, Bella can't find a good explanation for what she's seen. The situation gets even stranger when her psychic friend Odelia tells her that she made contact with Sam's spirit and he shared a significant name. Kevin Bacon. Bella doesn't know what to think, but when she glimpses Sam again and things start to vanish around her, she knows she has to get to the bottom of the strange happenings, even if that means letting go for good. Good morning, Kim. How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? Out of Body by Lena Hansen, third in the Magical Misfits mystery. A skeleton unearthed, a coven in peril, and meddling villagers with a penchant for mayhem. Myrtle Cauldron's life is about to get wicked. Myrtle Cauldron, owner of Witch's Retreat B&B and leader of the Magical Misfits, enjoys a hike and stumbles upon a skeleton. The unwelcome discovery unleashes a series of bizarre events that shake the quaint village of Avebury to the core. And to top it off, she has scary dreams haunting her nights. With the help of her loyal partner, Chris, and her quirky friends and familiars, Myrtle must navigate the tangled web of suspects to flush out a killer holding the keys to a secret from the coven's past. Should she fail, the Magical Misfits will be history. Kind of a pretty cover. Proof of Death by Victoria Kazarian. Fifth in the Laughing Loaf Bakery Mysteries. Oh, I started to read this first one, and I DNF'd. Well, she's continuing. Good for her. Someone's killed River Grove software programmer Eddie Sumner, but is he really dead? It's February, and business is booming at the Laughing Loaf Bakery. Gracie and her assistant Beck plan a menu of special breads and pastries for Valentine's Day and recruit 4 eager teenagers with driver's licenses to deliver the treats. When 2 of the delivery cupids find the body of WizKids software programmer Eddie Sumner on their route, suspicion falls on his boss, Kirk, husband of Gracie's best friend. On her way to the bakery before dawn the next 2 mornings, Gracie sees lights on in Eddie's house while a shadowy figure moves furniture and rummages through drawers. Since no one else has had access to the house, Gracie begins to wonder if the programmer is really dead. To find out the truth and clear her best friend's husband, Gracie must find out who killed Eddie Sumner and what is hiding in his house. I DNF'd the first one, not on writing. I DNF'd it because of a logic flaw. This is a very on the left side of the spectrum of politics, and the main character finds a body at the end of her driveway, and they debate whether to call the police because the police are not to be trusted and bad and, blah, blah, blah. Like, really? You found a dead body. Oh, it was a tough weekend. Oh. You had mentioned Saturday. Shoot. Here's Looking at Murder, Kid, by Della Pearl, first in the Matinee Classics series. Kindle Unlimited. A small town movie theater running classic Hollywood titles. Nice and cozy until someone dies before the final credits roll. Sweet Penny Cove hasn't changed much since Stevie Jewell grew up there, though the dead body she finds in the movie theater is new. Not surprisingly, the death casts a shadow on her best friend's cinema house, where Stevie is a silent partner. While Stevie settles into her new life, the fairy comings and goings bring a steady rhythm to the little town. Family and old friends are nearby, plus her favorite burger joint is right across the street. Best of all, she gets to share her beloved old movies on the big screen. If it weren't for the baffling murder, life would be almost perfect. Searching for clues to help clear the theater's name, Stevie discovers mysterious roads and places she never knew existed in her hometown, including a murder in a killer's heart. What will it take for Stevie to outwit a killer? Evidence. Pattern of Murder, fourth in the Carom Seed series by Sherry Ritchie. Not a whole lot of description here. With new businesses opening in Spice Town, Peggy and Arlene are glued to the front window of the Carom Seed Craft Corner watching it all unfold. Murder is not what they expected to see, but Mayor Bingham always said the out of towners can bring in a dicey element. Yep, that's all. That's all there is. Short and sweet. We'll take it. My Time Malice. Sorry to hear that, Kim. Hope things look up for you today and this week. Yeah. Do you have any doctor's appointments? It's a holiday week. I imagine that's kind of difficult. This is by Tanya Westlake, third in the Calliope Brooks Mysteries. In the festivities of Tampa's famed Gasparilla Parade, where pirate lore meets modern revelry, amateur sleuths Calliope Brooks and Tess Russo find themselves embroiled in another deadly mystery. As the excitement rages around them, a chilling murder shatters the celebratory atmosphere, and Callie finds herself jailed as the prime suspect. Determined to clear her name, Callie and Tess plunge into a perilous investigation, uncovering the infamous victim's unpleasant background and stumbling on another mystery within the elegant city's shadows. But their quest for justice is met with skepticism from the authorities, leaving them with no choice but to enlist the help of a dubious ally. Dubious ally. Every corpse has a silver aura. 22nd in the Piper Ashwell Psychic PI series by Kelly Hashway. Coffee was required. Psychic PI Piper Ashwell has to watch her back now more than ever. She and her husband, Detective Mitchell Brennan, have been known to break the rules, and Detective Scott, the newest member of the Kunin police department, is out to get them. But when a serial killer emerges, Piper notices something in common with all the victims. They're psychics. This case is personal for Piper, especially since she might be next on the killer's list. Can she put an end to the murders and prove herself to the new detective, or is Piper doomed to fall victim to the latest killer? That sounds ominous. To the latest killer. Just how many killers have I've had 22 of them. A Lurking Primrose by Suzette A. Hill, 8th in the Francis Otterard series. Okay. Erasmus House, a prestigious prep school for boys in Lewis, is an uncharacteristic disarray over a looming visit from Her Majesty's inspectors. Convinced that inspectors dislike old established schools, headmaster Mr. Winchbrook devises a cunning plan to drag Erasmus House into modernity by replacing the rustic paintings of eccentric local artist and amateur sleuth Primrose Otterard with more challenging abstract works. But Primrose's paintings are the least of Winchbrook's worries when the school's assistant matron, Miss Memling, is found dead in the Brighton hotel room, clutching an empty gin bottle. Was there more to dull Ada Memling than met the eye? As one of the scholars' trustees, Primrose springs into action. With her late brother Francis's pets, Morris and Bouncer, by her side, can Primrose solve the Memling mystery? Sorry, I forgot to click on it. That's the cover. Sorry, I had a tickle in my nose and I was trying to. Secrets in Pink by K.B. Jackson, 2nd in the Chattertown mystery. There's a new sheriff in town, and local reporter Audrey O'Connell has already gotten off on the wrong boot with him. A recent transplant from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, Chattertown, Washington's handsome new police chief Cole Loveland has been brought in to restore community confidence following the scandals which had rocked City Hall and resulted in the firing and/or incarceration of several prominent government officials. When hot pink political threats are spray painted at various locations throughout town, Audrey believes it must be the work of CROCCC, Citizens for Responsibility on Chattertown City Council. and their leader, failed mayoral candidate and rabble-rouser Chet Buchanan. Soon the graffiti escalates to arson and eventually to murder. Audrey and Cole must set aside their differences and smoldering attraction in order to discover who is responsible for this fuchsia wave of destruction before they strike again. Murder in the Library, Pineapple Grove, book number 2. The quaint town of Pineapple Grove is once again shaken up by another murder, and Piper Armstrong is back on the case. When a visitor is brutally murdered, Piper is determined to find the killer. Gossip spreads fast in the small town, but who in Pineapple Grove even knew the visitor, yet alone wanted him dead? Will Piper be able to solve this complex murder, or will it end up in the cold case file? Last one. And we're almost out of time. Close Encounters of the Deadly Kind, The Cook and Inspector Mysteries, book number 4 by Joanne Pence. Angie Amalfi is sure, I believe this is a new one. We're pausing to double check. I thought I'd double checked everything. Yep, it's new. All right. Angie Amalfi is sure she's finally come up with the perfect career owner and head chef of fantasy dinners, bringing fantasies to life through catered dinner parties. But when her only clients turn out to be the eccentric members of a group of devoted UFO chasers and government conspiracy connoisseurs, she realizes she's cooking with a whole new set of ingredients. As she concocts dishes to satisfy their extraterrestrial appetites, Angie stumbles upon a saucer-sized mystery. At the same time, San Francisco homicide inspector Pavo Smith finds himself knee-deep in several murders as mysterious as Area 51 and as gruesome as stories involving extraterrestrial abductions. Angie finds herself drawn ever deeper into a whirlpool of Men in Black, Roswell lore, and suspicious sightings. When she finds a connection between her clients and Pavo's investigations, she fears she's rocketed herself into a close encounter that has nothing to do with the food aliens eat. Will Angie and Pavo solve the mystery before it's lights out for our favorite Earthlings? All right. And that's all we have. Woo! We made it. I'm just shutting down some tabs there. All right. Kim said, thanks, just a bad POTS flare. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Mary says, the rest of Monday calls. Hope you all have a great day and hope to see you all tomorrow. Thanks, PK. And hope to see you later at Rosanna's. Indeed. All righty. Well, that is it for today. Hope you have a good Monday. Read good books. Take care of yourself. Stay cool. Drink lots. Again, I don't have any sprints tonight. My next ones are tomorrow evening. It could be on Storms tonight. We've not been verified. But again, hope you're reading good books. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day. God bless. Kyo knows those words mean something. I don't know if you heard him.